That has to be the closest pass of a cow I've ever done. I can't think. I need to concentrate. Whoa. Hey you wonderful people of the internet, it's me again, and some of you eagle-eyed viewers may recognise this campsite from last week's video, and just like last week I'm at the mercy of Michelle. She's booked all of my campsites, and until I get there I have zero idea of what they're going to be like. So for now, let's get packed up and head off to Wasdale Head and go for a walk in the mountains. If you're new here, it would be amazing if you could subscribe to the channel. We visit campsites, show their facilities, what the local area has to offer, van DIY, photography and much more. Good morning you wonderful people. The weather is looking shocking today, but fear not, I have a campsite tour for you coming up later on in this video. I am now heading towards Wasdale Head to go for a hike. I've got my camera gear ready and I've got a special camera to show you. It's an old camera. In fact, it's been on my shelf for about 10 years, gathering dust. It's a Sony A7iii, and you can pick them up now on eBay for about 50 quid, if that. And the idea came from a lovely chap called Thomas Heaton, and I've converted this camera into infrared. I'll probably explain about what infrared is in a future video because it's very in-depth and whatnot, but basically I had to take it apart, take some filters off, add a filter, and then put one of my actual lenses on. Because it's a Sony camera, it can fit all my lenses that I've already got, which is ace. Infrared lends itself to bright sunny days. So with that, I donned my rain jacket, popped on my new boots. Yes, I have some new walking boots and they are epic. It was my birthday recently and these were a lovely gift from Michelle. In a future video, I'm going to talk in more detail about the items I take with me on hikes because that's been requested by quite a few of you. But first, I'm going to put these boots through their paces during this scrambly, wet and humid hike. Those sheep, those man sheep, right, I don't know what you call man sheep, have massive ball sacks, literally the size of freaking footballs. This is proper nice though. I've not done a video like this, you know, on a selfie stick for such a long time. You could probably hear the water more than you can hear me, but this is just lovely. It's just lovely. Welcome to the Lake District. That's the first time I'm ever glad that I'm not going up Kirkfell. It's massive, that's what she said. So far, so good. No wind, no rain. This is pretty nice. Apart from it's properly warm. I've gone full magician with my sleeves. Might just take my jacket off until it starts raining. Otherwise, I'm going to be wet from the inside and it'd be pointless wearing a waterproof jacket. So the coat's come off. It's just too warm. I'm absolutely soaked from the inside out and it's not even raining yet. So definitely wise to take my coat off. Sorry if there's wind noise, but cows on a fell. Don't like them. Don't like them. No eye contact. No eye contact. I mean, that has to be the closest pass of a cow I've ever done. I'm not a fan. Don't know why. I'm just not. This is relentless. Just steps for the past half a mile up. Oh, I feel like I've done about 500 squats. And because I sat down for 5 minutes to have some wine gums, I had to put my jacket back on again. It's got a bit chilly just to take the wind off. And now I'm 1,000 degrees again. It's definitely raining. Not bad, but wet enough for me to be utterly soaked. That's the pass, apparently. Shale kind of climbage. There's been a lot of these lovely waterfalls and stuff like that. Obviously the rain makes it look a lot better, but I highly recommend this walk. It's quite undulaty, but if you're able, then yeah, come on this walk, it's ace. It's a long walk though, it's about 8 miles. There is a get out. Sorry if this lens as well is really horrible. There is a get out, so when you get to Black Sail Pass you can turn right and down, depending on what the weather's doing, depending how soaked I am. I might do that one. But you can carry on to Great Gable and go over that and then back down and round. But with the weather being so shockingly bad, I'll make that decision when I get there. This reminds me of freaking... Oh, see what I mean? Shale everywhere. Oh, I'm glad I got that on camera. But yeah, this reminds me of going up... I can't think. I need to concentrate. Give me a second. Yeah, this reminds me of going up Crib Goch. That was mental. Oh, I didn't like that at all. Get a Gore-Tex jacket, they said. That'll keep you dry. Get some really expensive Scarpa boots, they'll keep your feet dry. Might as well just buy stuff from Aldi. Honestly. To be fair to the boots though, this is their first outing, and I did go in water, went over the boots, so I think they will have kept dry, or would have kept dry, had I not gone deep in the water right up to my ankle. You're probably watching this thinking, why? Why would he go out in the rain? Why did you just not cancel and do it another time? I'm still happy. I'm still genuinely happy that I've been out on a walk and I'm on my way back to my van to go camping tonight. What are you doing on a wall? Hey? You alright up there? Yeah? Right. Pub.
Two hours later.
Right, pub done. Had some chips. Let's get back to the van. Let's get out of these soaking clothes because I am freezing and head over to the campsite. Nice. So that's me all clean, dry, lovely and warm, and it's time to head over to the campsite. And if you watched last week's video, you'll know that Michelle's booked this week's campsites for me. So let's hope that she's redeemed herself and that this campsite allows fire pits, has electric hookup and lovely warm showers, because I tell you something now, I need all three. Right, come on, let's go see what it's all about. Nice. I can't believe it. What an absolute legend. Michelle has pulled this one out of the bag. Not only has it got electric hookup, but it also allows fire pits. Nice. So while I'm setting up the van for this evening, I'm going to show you a few images that I took today that I quite liked. None of them are brilliant, but I quite liked them, including the infrared ones. Tell me what you think. Nice. Turns out this was the only infrared image I liked. Definitely a byproduct of the weather. But fear not, next week's video features bright sunshine and I get to show you exactly what infrared photography can do in optimum conditions. The rest of the photographs were mainly taken before I left for the walk. I carted all of my gear with me, only grabbing one photograph I liked before the rain set in for the day. And that image is the final one in this set of photographs. it's now time for Colin Answered Your Questions. And the first question that I'm getting asked quite a bit is, where was Branston on your last family holiday trip? Now, we would have loved to have taken him. In fact, he was planned into the trip, but all of the things started coming out of him that you don't want coming out of a dog in a really small van. So yeah, we had to leave him at home. He's absolutely fine now, but for about a week, all the explosions were happening. And the next question that I'm getting asked quite a lot is twofold. Why do you go on your own camping, and how come Michelle lets you go on your own camping? The first reason is that my job means that I'm around a lot of people a lot of the times, certainly during wedding season. So I need to get away from people and recharge my social battery, so then I can go back and give my customers 100% of me without being absolutely shattered and or drained from being around people all the time. So that really helps me. Michelle and I have got this thing where we like to do things separately. Sometimes, not all the time, obviously, but we like to do things separately. So then when it comes to having dinner together or sitting down at the sofa, we've got something to talk about. We really enjoy the fact that we can get together and talk about what we've done separately, and it's just a really nice thing. Not only that, she likes me out of the house. And the final question that I'm getting asked quite a lot is, why don't you take sponsorships anymore? A lot of people love the fact that I don't take sponsorships, but a lot of people want me to so they could see products on the channel reviewed and stuff like that. So I'm not saying I'll never do sponsorships again, but at the moment, I'm not taking them because it just adds an element to my videos that I don't want there. I've got no problems with other YouTubers doing sponsorships. I think it's a great thing for them, and I'm not saying I'll never do them, but right now at this moment in time, it's just really not something that interests me. I don't want to do it. I'd rather do other things to supplement my income than take free things and sponsorships for now. Maybe not free things, but maybe a sponsorship, as in like this video is sponsored by X company, but it's still not something I want to do right now. So I'm going to sit here and watch my fire pit like a TV now. It gives me creative ideas to think of for new videos. I've got my lists that I make and I write notes down and everything like that. In fact, I should really have a pad, shouldn't I, for ideas. Is that a bit Alan Partridge? Idea for a second series, monkey tennis. And then after that, I'm going to have an early night because I've got another big day of it tomorrow, and that will be next week's video, so look forward to seeing that. And before I go, don't forget to stick around for the outtakes at the end, and next is your campsite tour. Enjoy. Harebeck Campsite, a working farm 8 minutes drive from Seascale Beach, is a cute, dog-friendly little site with just 5 pitches for camper vans. This site is open all year round, a rarity these days, and you enter the site through a wooden gate after passing the farmhouse. It's not that obvious where you should go, but they do send you directions when you book. As long as you follow those, you'll be fine. 4G was okay on Vodafone. I had 2 bars most of the time and no connection issues. Each pitch is level, well maintained, and comes with its own water tap and electric hookup. However, larger motorhomes will struggle to fit as the tracks to each pitch are quite narrow. The views from the site are lovely too. Behind you are green fields, and in front of you, you can see the foreboding fells of the Lake District, including England's highest mountain, Scaff Fell. In the middle of this site is a toilet block. On one side of the block is a lockable room and has a shower, sink and toilet. At the other side of the block there are 2 toilets, 2 sinks and another shower. Both showers are push button. There's a small waste area including a compost bin, an outdoor pot wash area and a cat. In fact, several cats, but this one took a liking to me. They've also got a small drying room to pop your wet walking stuff should you need to. There isn't an Elson point, but if you ask the owner and you're really desperate, they will tip your guff in their slurry tank. If you don't have a van, you can hire one of these, or one of these, all of which have lovely views to the fells. Fire pits are allowed as long as they're raised off the ground and off the grass, and also they have a communal fire pit area. This site cost me £25 for the night, including electric hookup, which I don't think is too bad considering the location and the views. Nice. This might be an 8-mile walk, but well, I walked about 50 miles by the time I've done this freaking YouTube malarkey. Why don't they make these gates standard? They're all different. 10 steps is all it takes. It's the end of the school holiday, so all the kids are back at school, which means Mummy and Daddy and little freaking Jeffrey won't be on the fells this week. Look at the views! Off to Pint we go, off to Pint we go, have some chips and half a pint, it's off to Pint we go to dun. And the late great, no he's not dead, Bog hairdryer for quiff. It's rustic. That's what you can call it, rustic. But I didn't step on it. I thought I just stepped on that slug. In fact, let me get rid of that slug. See you bye. Watch. And their sponsorship adverts and things like that. So that almost worked. In fact, I'm going to do it here and I'm going to change the camera angle. I think I did all right then. Not many camera smashes with my hand. You just get used to doing a thing where you see you bye and you've smashed a thing. I mean, see you bye is fine. That's like a catchphrase, isn't it? But it's really hard not to smash the camera with your hand. See you bye. It's like, cringe.